Hey everybody, this is Ryan. Let's go over Sprained Ankle by Julian Baker. It looks like this. Wish I could write songs about anything other than death. I can't go to bed without drawing the red, shaving off breaths. A lot of really great benefits to this tune. This is a tune that is in dropped D tuning, so we're going to learn how to get to drop D tuning and from drop D tuning in a very quick and easy way. We are working on finger picking. We are also working on some advanced techniques like being able to play harmonics and sing at the same time. So let's dive right into it. To start, to get to drop D tuning, we are going to start by playing the D string that's open, and then play the low E string, and then you turn your tuning peg down until it sounds good. Now, when you go into an alternate tuning, taking a string down a whole step or a half step up or things like that, the string does need some time to get used to that new tuning. So if you're going down, it's a good idea to not make it match pitch exactly to that D. Just make it a little bit less than that, so that way it can bring itself a little bit up. As long as it still sounds good, that could be a way to kind of mitigate through the tuning issues that you might face. And then similarly, if you're going up, actually with up, it tends to work a little bit better to just try to match pitch directly, and then it'll make itself a little bit flatter. So I mean, you could try it. I don't like having strings being sharp. But anyway, go ahead and tune this to a low D real quick. The other thing to note too is that classical guitars are much less friendly towards alternate tunings. They require a little bit more TLC if you have a classical guitar. Now, looking at the tab, we have basically what's going on is she's playing these harmonics and then she's changing the bass note. So that way we get the chord progression outlined. This is a 1, 6, 2, 4 chord progression. And it's just really beautiful sounding. Now to do the harmonics, you are going to put, you're starting with the open string, so you can use any finger to start this with. I like to use my first finger to start this because then it's going to set me up for the 9th fret when I get there. But you are going to put your finger and very lightly hover it over this fret right here. Now, what this looks like is I'm not fretting it like that. I'm just over the bar very lightly, and I'm not really touching it. I'm not touching the bar. I'm very lightly touching the strings like this. And you can hear that it makes this lovely sound. So just try this with me. On a classical guitar, harmonics are going to be more difficult to get them pop. Acoustic guitars, it's much easier to do this with. Now, if you have trouble getting the harmonics to pop, what you can do is take your picking hand and move it closer to the bridge. So that way you get this sound. You can hear that even for my acoustic guitar, these notes are popping out much better. You can do harmonics on the 7th fret. You can do them on the 12th fret. This is the easier one. And then you can also do them on the 5th fret. This is an octave. This is an octave and a fifth. And this is 2 octaves. So the riff goes like this. So just try that with me. Again. One more time. Then after that, we're going to take either your ring finger or your pinky finger, and you're going to put it on the 9th fret of the low E string. And then you're going to do the same thing where your first finger is going to get the harmonics to ring out. And honestly, you can use whatever finger you want. You can use your middle finger. I just don't like that as much. But let's just practice this. Again. 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 Now, let's practice going from here to here. So when I do this, my hand is staying pretty much in the same spot. 1, 2, go. To the 9th fret. And do it again. Here we go. So here I can lay my finger flat more. And then here, it's kind of uncomfortable to like make my joint bend like this. So you can do it like this, where you're kind of poking each one at a time. So let's try that again. Here we go. 2, 3 to the 9th fret, to the open string, 9th fret, one more time, open string, 9th fret. So now here, what I like to do is after I do this, I like to put my first finger right here on the 7th fret of the A string, and then I like to use my ring finger to get the 2 harmonics there. You could also do your middle. I also find myself doing middle finger here, and then doing the ring finger for the harmonics. You could also do this with the ring finger and the pinky. Really, the fingering for this is what's going to work best for you. There's many different options to finger this. So for now, I'm going to do just first finger here. Actually, here's a thought. We need to think about where we're going. So from here, we are going to the 5th fret. So you could do either your middle or your ring. And that way your first finger is going to be free to get over to the 5th fret on the low D string. So let's just try this together, whatever fingering you want to use. Let's just do that over and over. Here we go. Again. 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 And last time. So you can use whatever fingering you want. Here in the tabs, you can see that these numbers right here are the finger numbers that I indicate that I use, at least when I made this tab. So you can use the 3rd finger, 1st finger, whatever works best for you. Then after this, we're going to go to the 5th fret and do the same thing. Now, if you try using your ring finger, it's going to be a bit of a stretch to get there. If you use your middle finger, you can see that looks pretty uncomfortable, and that's because it is. So I prefer to use my pinky when I do this part, because it's the finger that's closest to these harmonics anyway. So I'm trying to think about the economy of motion as I do this part. So let's just try this together. Here we go. Again. Again. One more time. Now what we're going to do is let's go from the 9th fret, then to the 7th fret, and then to the 5th fret. This is easily going to be the hardest part of this riff, is just playing those bass notes and doing the harmonics. So let's do it really slow, maybe like about that fast. 1 and 2 and ready, go. 1 and 2 Let's do it again. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So if we take a look, we are on a D right now, and we need to get to E. So to do that, we're going to play the high E string, and you're going to start with the string that you're going to tune to, then play the low D. And then do that until it sounds right. That's a really quick and easy way to do it. If you are having trouble hearing the different octaves, what you can do is play this and then play the 5th fret harmonic here. And then these are going to be the same fundamental frequency, because this 5th harmonic is 2 octaves up. So that can be a way to really fine tune it, is here kind of where the beating happens in between the frequencies, and then try to flatline the beating so that way you know that those strings are in tune. So now it's kind of flatlining. So that's how I know that this is back in standard tuning. Alrighty, so this was Sprained Ankle by Julian Baker, and I'll see y'all in the practice video.